Hello, everyone. This is Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology, and Spirituality. How are you all? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. You can notice my, I guess, feeble attempts at Halloween decorations. I'm hoping that on the eve of my Halloween in Australia, which will be slightly in front of you in the northern hemisphere, I'm hoping to do a reading at night, and maybe something completely different. So tune in for that one. I do want to thank everyone who is supporting the channel in whatever way they can. It's very gratefully received and appreciated. And your comments, your likes, your subscribes all help the channel to grow and allow me then to start to think of innovative content, because I am and always have been a content creator in my mainstream sort of life. That was one of my main themes in my mainstream career before pre-cancer, before my life changed. And so I get great enjoyment out of thinking about ways, whether it's a tarot on the road trip, or whether it's a visit to a haunted location, whether it's a spooky reading on the eve of Halloween, whatever. Whether it's a spirit files, whether it's a political tarot, it's or an astrology reading. It all makes my motivation. I was going to say sing. I get great enjoyment out of producing the content for this channel for you. So thank you for your support, is what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Legacy Tarot by Cairo Marchetti, and I'll be clarifying with the Aquarian deck. Somebody also asked, one of my viewers sent me an email, much easier for me to say what the deck is than type from hands which have neuropathy from chemo in them. But we've got the Golden Universal Tarot. I usually try and say what decks I'm using at the start of the video. If I don't, if I forget, I'm only human. Okay, so where are we going today? Well, I think we should visit whether there's plots surrounding Putin at this time. In my 6 monthly reading, I jumped ahead to early next year, which was the timeline that I thought Putin might be removed from power. But they're copping a flogging in Ukraine, and it is it's not only sad. When I look at those pictures, it's not only, my heart literally bleeds for the Ukrainians, but not only that, for the Russians that didn't want to go to war, or didn't want to go to Ukraine and invade their neighbour, their Ukrainian brothers, as some of the Russian resistance have described them. The elderly gentlemen, that have been plucked off the street, and given no rations, little equipment, and basically are cannon fodder. The impoverished in certain parts of Russia that were called up, conscripted. It's just, I'm not going to say that all Russians are barbarians, because I know that's not the case. But those that supported the invasion of Ukraine, and Putin himself, and those that have enabled him in the Russian government and the military and the Secret Service, or the FSB, I don't see any difference between them and Pol Pot's regime, the killing fields, the aggressive dictators, authoritarians that go in for the power grabs, and millions die. I mean, we've seen it in our world's history. I see no difference between the worst of them and Vladimir Putin and the Russians that support this invasion, nor any of the Americans or Australians or whoever that support Putin either. Okay, so we're going to take a look at whether these plots are increasing. And then I want to get straight down to the midterms. There's some really interesting battles taking place. So without further ado, let's get started. we might just take a look. Where will we go first? Okay, we might just take a look at Putin first. In my last reading, I saw that he'd actively put drilled gelignite, I felt, into that damn wall. I felt that it was likely that he would do that sabotage, but I think he's also very worried about being taken out from within. So, we all have free will. Destiny is not written in stone. So let's go to whether or not there are these. I know that there's been confirmed reports of a plot to take him down. I go back to my readings on Russia maybe 2 years ago where I said it would become a democracy. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. The experience that the Russians are having in Ukraine and with Putin will warn them off this kind of authoritarian dictatorship, warmonger, war criminal for a long time to come. And that's going to be a good thing because Russia has a history of this. All right, let's see. Putin, who's plotting against you? Well, not so much who. Okay, so somebody. Ooh. Okay, I did ask who. I'm seeing a reasonably tall man in a suit. He was very shadowed to begin with, but he's got height. Whoever's got some height there. Like he's not largely built either. Or I got drawn to the height of something. So the height of this person. Who is, yeah, they want him gone. It's like, I'm now seeing like that Six of Swords type of energy. He could even be transported over water. I always see him being assassinated. Absolutely, I'm not stepping back from that. He will be at the end of the day. But what is this? Are there plots? Are there plots? I want to ask the cards. Okay, not quite fully formed yet. So there's like a gap. A gap between them, and there's going to have to be a lot more awareness that comes in to fill that gap before they will actively move on this. So it may not be right now. It might be as I thought in the early new year. But let's take a look. Are there active plots against Putin? Are there active plots against Putin? There are plans. Okay, so plans are being formulated. Are there active plots against Putin? What are you doing with these plans? Are there active plots that are being formulated? There's sort of like a lobbying going on, like an underground type of process. It's very highly secret. I'm wondering if the FSB are involved. Process where they're garnering support for this move. Are there active plots against Putin? So we've got here the Magician, manifestation. Yeah, something is brewing without a doubt. That's also a very strong yes card. Nine of Wands. This is around barriers. So he's hard to get at, basically. And this could be part of the plan, getting that support to get through his guards, basically. Now we have here the Two of Swords, crossroads, decision time, Libra, justice. This is telling me these plans are being decided right now, are being firmed up, and that others are being approached to make that decision as well. I always thought it would be between the oligarchs, the FSB, and certain members of the military. There's three. This is in the past. So there's three groups involved here. But he is hard to get to. The Nine of Coins, independence, money, having as what you need to have that independence. Right, don't be fooled. The sanctions are biting. The lack of gas sales, oil sales, all of those things are biting everyday Russians. I said that Putin might raid the Russian pension funds. He's actually declared a war economy, which allows him to do to do that sort of thing. So it's really hitting not only that people, sons and brothers and fathers are being, uncles are being sent as cannon fodder to the front, but these financial sanctions are starting to, and they also don't see a way out of it either. So we've got the immediate future, the star. Like there's real solid hope. He'll be removed from power. I don't see it. When I say the immediate future, it's like I don't see it happening tomorrow. But immediate future is like within maybe 3, 4 months. I hate putting timelines on things in tarot. It's very, very, even clairvoyance and psychic um, readings, very hard to put timelines on. The seven, we might do an updated 3 months um, reading at the beginning of November for Putin. It's finances. It's like it's worse inside there than what you actually think. Plan A didn't work. They're going to Plan B. The question is, what is Plan B? Difficult decisions. Confront those Russians that want to see an end to this. The Knight of Swords in the hopes and fears. The truth is still, the actual truth is still being subverted about how bad things actually are in Ukraine, but also financially for let's just say, everyday Russians. And they also, the plotters, let's just call them the plotters, also fear being outed because they haven't quite got the numbers yet. Ace of Cups is the outcome. Absolutely, there's well, when I say a coup, a plot to take him out of power. They want this new start. It's clarified by the Chariot. Oh my God. Phew. Whoa. Whoa. And the Empress card. Abundance. That's my card for Russia. Hierophant. Government. Have faith. As I said, not all Russians are of the barbarian kind. It's the end of a cycle. Here is the plot. Here is the plot here to take him out. It could also include those within government as well. Wish fulfillment and the Tower. Oh my God, goodness, and the Sun. Oh, this is strong. This is really, 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 really strong. Let me just show you those yes cards in the outcome. And when you get a major arcana as a clarifying card, and I've got two, you can basically take it to the bank. Potential, 9 of coins, independence. They want independence away from him. It's bad, the situation in Russia. It really is. As much and all, as I said, my heart bleeds for the Ukrainians, for the Russians that have been oppressed, violently assaulted, dragged, kicking and screaming to the front, left Russia, sent as cannon fodder with no weapons, no food, no uniforms. It's bad. The sanctions, look at this. 9 of coins, Ace of Cups, clarified by the Chariot and the Empress card. They want new. They're not. He's going. Basically, he's going to be taken out of power. It's not long away. When I say long, as I said, you can go back to what I've said earlier on. We're going to see an end to this ultimately, and once he's taken out, transferred somewhere over water, I'll have to look and see who the tall man is. And the Empress card there also reinforces that maybe someone very close to him, a woman, is the one that leaves the door open, and I've talked about that before. So that's where that is at. All right, let's go to the midterms. I'm absolutely I don't know what the right word is, glued to my seat, I guess, with the midterms, like everybody else is. We have here the races that I want to look at. I would love to see Grassley removed from office at the time of the coup. I just want to read you something from roll call, on Twitter, which has got the blue tick of authenticity. It's been around for ages, reporting on Washington, D.C. matters. Um, at the time of the January 6th coup attempt on the 5th of January, Chuck Grassley said, Iowa Senate Charles E. Grassley, the Senate President pro tempore, says he and not Vice President Mike Pence will preside over the certification of Electoral College votes, since we don't expect him to be there. Grassley said he will listen to the debate. This is the kicker here. He will listen to the debate, and that it would be really wrong for me to say I have made my mind up, as if he had any role in making his mind up. So he is oh God, I'd like to see him go. Let's go back to my little 538 poll roundup, and let's go to Franklin in Iowa. I'm very suspect of polls, I might add. I think anything can and does happen at election time. Grassley apparently in Iowa is on 49.8%. Mike Franken is on 42.6%. He's an ex-Navy admiral. He's an admirable candidate, admiral. All right, let's try Iowa. Oh gosh, will we see Grassley unseated? That would be just too good, wouldn't it? Grassley. So we're in America now. We've been to Russia, Ukraine, Europe. The invasion of Ukraine affects us all. Putin's warmongering, war crimes affects us all. And I have to say, whatever happened to South Africa, all the African continents, various countries that have supported Russia, are so disappointing. Okay, so let's go. Not all of them. We have to make distinctions. There are pockets of resistance in every country. All right, so let's take a look at Al Grassley, Senate pro tempore, wanted to decide who won the 2020 election. My God. 9 of coins. What speaks to Al Grassley is money. Money speaks to Al Grassley. I would assume it always has done. I think he was a farmer, a fairly wealthy farmer to begin with. Let's take a look. Will Mike Franken defeat Al Grassley? Will he be confirmed? Will Mike Franken be the confirmed senator in Iowa? In Iowa to go to DC, to go to Congress? Will Mike Franken win the Senate race, be confirmed, and go to Congress? Mike Franken, will he be the next senator from Iowa? Okay, so what do we got here? The 5 of Swords. Yeah, I just like that energy. It's dirty in Iowa. I don't like that at all. But we've got the moon. There's underhanded stuff going on in Iowa. And it could have to do with money, like that kind of throwing a lot of money at that race. These are the 2 cards. I don't like that energy for Mike. Knight of Wands, though, at the foundation of the reading. Movement, a plan, passion. We've still got a little bit of time before the midterms. So we've got here the Judgment card in the past. The reason Mike Franken's doing better than expected in Iowa is that what I just read you. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Wands standing his ground, defending himself. That's in the sky. Got this 9 of Coins coming out in the immediate future. Money, lots of it. It's a race where a lot of money has been poured into the campaign there, Grassley's campaign, or maybe not enough, or maybe Dems might will pull the full Celtic cross. Queen of Cups, maybe the Dems might inject something in the last week or so. Queen of Cups, something to be revealed in moderation. I'm going to say there's a lot women in Iowa are voting against Grassley, and it doesn't matter that he comes out and says I'm pro-choice too, because he knows that. He's got internal polling. Suburban women in Iowa. They want a more moderate candidate. Hopes and fears is the King of Pentacles, the businessman, the Trumpian factor. Three of Cups, celebration, circles of support. I'm going to say, clarified by the Four of Cups. Okay, so 3 and 4 of Cups and 9 of Wands. He's going to do better, a whole lot better than what he expected, because let's see if I can't get a major arcana. No, lies and deceit. There's a lot of So base of the pack, the High Priestess and the Four of Wands, which is my card for the Democrats. We do have a lot of dark money here as well. I'm going to say, I'll pull a clarifier, but I think Franken is going to do a whole lot better than what he expected. But I don't get good clarifying cards. So if it comes down to a recount, if it's that close. But the Three of Cups, let's see, is this clarified by the Four? What's going on here? So we have here, no, we've got the Lost card and the Death card. Yeah, and the Three of Wands. So I'm not in the Hangman. So it could be one of those ones that goes to recount, but then after that recount, not so good. But I just see Five of Wands, Seven of Wands showing up, which tells me, this would be one that Grassley wouldn't accept or concede. So I'm going to say on the outcome of that one, I think Franken is going to do a whole lot better than what everyone expects, but ultimately I probably don't see him winning because of the clarifying cards. But the Three of Cups, celebrations, that's a yes card. But I learned from the start of my tarot card pulling that one card is not enough to confirm that, and the clarifying cards, the redraw, basically said no. However, he'll do a whole lot better. I think Iowa is almost marginal. All right, so let's go to Katie Hobbs and Kari Lake. I have read on this before. I didn't pick up that Hobbs would do so well. It's kind of line ball there. Maybe Hobbs is trailing a little bit. Kari Lake is an election denier. I mean, she's absurd. Absolutely absurd in Arizona, the governor's race. But many of you have asked for a clear reading. I'll see if I can give it to you. It certainly wasn't clear to me last time. Okay, Katie Hobbs, will she be installed as governor of Arizona? I don't care how Kari Lake denies. I want to know cleanly, will Katie Hobbs be the next governor of Arizona? Will Katie Hobbs be the next governor of Arizona? So we've got the Emperor. It's a nice yes card, but we've got control here. And then we've got the World, the ending and a new beginning. Okay, let's keep going. We've got this Three of Cups happening again. Cause for celebration. The Three of Wands in the past. Even though she didn't debate Kari Lake, I think Katie's an ex-social worker. God bless her, cotton socks. She's doing a lot of on-the-ground work. Ace of Wands, new start in the sky. These are all immediate future, having to defend oneself. Seven of Cups in the here and now, suggesting that people aren't making those good choices. And we've got the King of Wands. Some of that is they're not stepping up. They're still in that delusion. They're believing the lies, basically. Here, they're believing the lies not only of Kari, but of people within the Arizona government. Ooh, look at that. This is holding back votes, and this was sort of like the epicenter. Don't you forget? Don't you remember of 2020 election denial? Moderation's the outcome. How surprising! It's a dirty race, but we've got temperance in the outcome. Clarified by the Six of Cups. I like this energy. but also the Hanged Man. So Temperance is a major arcana, clarified by the Six of Cups, wanting a more moderate candidate, going back to the past. We've also got the Hanged Man here, looking at something in a different way. We've also got paranoid. There's a lot of fear around election tampering, denial, everything in Arizona. It's sad. Base of the pack is victory and the Queen of Coins, but we also get the Tower and the Ten of Swords. I will draw a clarifier because, temperance, the moderation of the past is gone in Arizona. It could be that as well, but if I were to strictly read that as a yes, no thing, it would be a yes. Katie might just scrape through after some, I'm just going to call it argy-bargy, election denial, court resultant, court recounts stuff. The Hierophant, the courts do get involved here. Show me this Temperance card. Ultimately, at the end of the day, is Katie the next governor? Oh, Ace of Swords. The truth has come out. Ace of Swords, that's clarity. We get clarity in the end of abuse of power. There's going to be some big abuse of power in Arizona, or there is at this time. I'm kind of thinking the truth comes out, and she is. We've got the Four of Pentacles. They're holding back. It's like they're holding back votes or information, but the truth comes out about it. Is she? Show me clearly. Is Katie the next? Ten of Rods. It's a hard battle for her. We get the Manifestation, the Magician, and the Seven of Pentacles. Plan A doesn't work, so they go to Plan B. You know why it's hard to get a clear read here? Because this is going to be another epicenter of crap. I was just going to say crap. The Knight of Swords, the truth and the Ace of Swords do prevail. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that when in the wash-up, I think Katie's got a good chance of taking Arizona governorship, but it's a horrible, horrible energy after much, I don't know, I just call it argy-bargy, because I got the moderate, the Temperance card, December outcome, could even go to it. Is it a runoff? And the Six of Cups, something clarified by the Six of Cups. So I'm going to say that she's got a good chance. She's got a good chance, but I don't like that energy there in Arizona. All right. Now, I don't want this reading to be too long. I know I keep saying that, but let's take a look. We've looked at Grassley and Franken. Let's look at Nevada. That's a line ball, another line ball in the Senate race this time. Cortez Masto against Laxative. Oh dear, they're outrageous, aren't they? The GOP, I mean. Okay. Cortez Masto. The Senate. I think she's the incumbent, isn't she? Cortez Masto. Can she keep her seat? Can she keep her seat? Can Cortez Masto keep her seat? Please show me clearly. Can Cortez Masto keep her seat? We've got things, wheels spinning or something's turning. Cortez Masto, what is that? Tornado, actually. Where is she? Nevada. Okay, Knight of Coins. Yeah, reliability, sustainability, Ace of Coins. This is good positive energy straight away for her. It won't be by much, but it looks like she will. Page of Wands. In the past, we've got the Five of Cups. I think, this groundswell I think a lot of Nevada people are really quite upset that it's been this close. She has having to defend herself, but she's standing her ground. And we've got the immediate outcome of the Queen of Coins. Now, Five of Swords. Again, this abuse is showing up in all the midterms. I'm not saying that the vote. I'm talking about the militias at voting stations and, those sorts of things. The dirty tricks of the GOP. things coming to the surface. There will be almost like abuse of power in some way coming. There's an abuse there going to come to the surface. Let's take a look at Laxalt. Is that a girl or a boy? Laxalt. I know I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly, but who cares? Let's see who this is. Oh, no, it's a boy. So I'm getting a Queen of Coins as the immediate future here. Let's pull a clarify. Knight of Swords. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to say she holds on. But there's some dirty stuff going on with the GOP, as we would expect. Now, Fetterman is the betterman. I've got a soft but also a hard heart as when needed, like I toughen up when needed. But ultimately, my heart goes out to John Fetterman. I talked about on Twitter, the sleeper issue the MSM, mainstream media, missed was that Fetterman actually had the guts, had the glory to get up there and push through after a stroke victim against a slick, sleazy, he got up there and I just thought, he raised over $1 million within an hour or two of that debate, and the mainstream media did not pick up that making fun of a stroke victim does not go down so well. Might have done in 2016, but it doesn't now. Okay, Fetterman, he's still streets ahead. I'm looking at the latest polls. When I say streets ahead, it is closing, but he's got a reasonable lead if you want to believe the polls. We'll just checking on that wonderful man, and I do feel he's a wonderful man. Fetterman, will he be the senator for Pennsylvania? Senator for Pennsylvania. King of Swords. That's nice. And the Ten of Cups. Families. They like him because they feel he's truthful. The Devil, it's a toxic battle. Eight of Coins, this is like work. It's in the past, though, his ability to do the work. But that's in the past. Let's see, we've got the Three of... this isn't that he will lose. This is picking up on that people were actually pretty shocked at the crap that went on. And also from Meghan McCain. So many people gave her father a huge support to stay in the Senate right up till the end, even though he couldn't get his words out in some debates, and sometimes, everybody was so supportive. She was one of the ones that said he can't even talk. He shouldn't even be there. King of Cups, wisdom. We've got a lot of wisdom happening here. What does wisdom do? It pushes through that devil energy. Now we have the Four of Cups in the here and now. You see that Ace of Cups there? And we've got the Two of Wands, something coming to fruition in time. What's coming to fruition in time? A new start. Ten of Wands in the hopes and fears. Hoping that his health is okay. And we've got an inevitability. A judgment has been made. We've got our higher selves, the past, and we've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, illusion and delusion. What's coming around here? Commitment and contracts. So this picked up on, I shouldn't talk like that when I'm shuffling the cards. It's an inevitability that he will win. I feel that there's stronger commitment after that debate. And I've got the Three of Wands. He's done a lot of work, and we've got the Full card, new starts. Let's pull the clarifier for the doubters amongst us. It's an inevitability that he will win. He gets the family vote, basically. Show me. Judgment comes twice, and we've got the victory card. Special things happen when you have compassion and you do the right thing. Look at this. what was clarifying the judgment, as well as the Six of Cups, the victory card. The victory card. If the Republicans think that they're winning votes on destroying him, they haven't. They have not. Look at this energy. Look at this energy. Okay, Fetterman will be okay. All right, so I know that you're worried still that, you know, I saw that the Senate would stay with the Democrats. I saw the House would be very close. Yes, there's Rocky there with me again, giving me a hurry up. But I feel that I'll do another reading on the House. That's the grey area for me. But one of my viewers suggested, you know, if the House went to the GOP, then wouldn't they just take a January 6th committee to the Senate, or take the findings or the outcome to the Senate? Okay, let's just look quickly at the House again, because I think I'll look at the eclipse chart, astrology, and then we'll pull cards on our final midterm reading. Let's have a look here. So midterms, the House. I want to go to the House. Will it stay with the Democrats? Will it stay with the Democrats? Oh, God, I'm seeing January 6th. Okay. Will the House stay with the Democrats? Will the House stay with the Democrats? There's a lot of potential violence around the midterms for the Congress people, congressmen and women. Need to be very careful. It's hidden, but it's there. Okay, so the House. Will the House stay with the Democrats? Will the House stay with the Democrats? Judgment. There's an inevitability here. And we've got celebration. I like it. I like it. Seven of Wands, defending oneself, standing one's ground, contracts and commitments in the past. A lot of people had already made their mind up. We've got the Fool card in the sky, new starts, the Six of Wands in the immediate future, victory. Clarified by the Five of Wands. That's the fighting at the door that I saw clairvoyantly. It's just the energy. And the Four of Swords, retreat. But this is also a retreat of partisanship. I'm feeling a whole lot better about the House. Now we've got the Page of Cups in the surprise element, in the hopes and fears. We've also got loss here in the outcome, but also the Knight of Cups. So they're not going to win all that they're hoping for. The Eight of Wands, things coming speedily. I think they scrape over the line. So yeah, like one seat. I think they scrape over the line. We've got the Two of Coins. It could go either way. We've got inflation, talking a big story. We've got the Ace of Cups, overflowing emotions. But we also get the Democrats and the Ace of Coins. So still some campaigning to do, which is why this won't be my final reading. At this stage, nothing much has changed. They're going to lose some. But it looks like they scrape over by like a smidgen. Gosh, I hope that's true. All right, that'll do. I do, for my Australian viewers, want to pull one more. For any Australians watching this, I will do a deep dive on Rishi Sunak in the UK. I don't see that panning out so well at all. This is a person that will give the hedge funds, I won't go into that. I'll do that later. Will he help the average? Oh, shouldn't be shuffling. Will he help the average person in the UK? I think they're going to be disappointed yet again. All right, so let's take this a bit further to Australia this time. There's a very high-profile rape trial here between a couple of ex-staffers, and the allegation is that the woman was raped in Parliament. It's been on trial. The jury has been dismissed for jury misconduct. you know, this girl, Brittany Higgins, deserves justice. So let's take a look. Looks like there probably will be a retrial. Will Brittany Higgins win her court case, her alleged rape court case? Will Brittany Higgins win her alleged rape court case? Brittany Higgins, is it a win eventually for Brittany Higgins? She's got to go through all this again. Seven of Cups, bad choices. This is the energy, guys. But we've got the Sun card, full illumination. In our summer, she'll get her trial. The judge will rule. We've got the Emperor card here, control. Now we've got the Moon in the past. There's more to come on this as to what that misconduct is. We've got something, a bombshell surprise, something we're not expecting. The Page of Rods in the immediate future will move forward. The King of Cups, wisdom, the higher wisdom prevails. The World card, endings and beginnings, major endings of cycles and moving into greater wisdom. Nine of Swords, there's a truth to come out on what this misconduct was. We've got ruin and like ruination. Three of Pentacles, though, working together. Ending of cycles and then clarified by victory. Can we get a major arcana? This is the loss. It's just all the way around. It's a losing situation for her in the chest to go through this all again. I do feel she gets a retrial. She regroups. There's something around maybe there's a new prosecutor put in on it, but working together, she does achieve a victory eventually. The Knight of Rods, movement forward. Look at this investigation here of this toxic energy. Basically, a juror brought in research into their deliberations. They were locked, some sort of research, and that's why the jury was disbanded and the trial aborted. You would only bring research in after you'd been warned not to do something like that if you wanted to see that trial. Anyway, aborted. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's wait and see what the media comes up with. But that's my little inclusion there. After a regroup and a new trial, she does get justice. All right, bye for now.